Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are here today talking about the Lionsgate portal. This is a magical activation occurring every single year, and this year is no exception. This is a magical cosmic alignment that helps us transform, helps us heal, and can certainly help us to manifest. So we're going to talk about what's going on at this portal. You may have already heard about it. Some people call it the 8-8 portal. And we're also going to pull some cards for each zodiac sign. So if you do enjoy your reading and the information, please do give this video a thumbs up. I truly do appreciate that. It does help it get seen. And of course, it lets me know that you resonate with this reading on some level. It might be something small, it might be something big, but certainly would also love to hear from you in the comments. Even if you drop a heart, I'll heart you back. So the Lionsgate portal, what is it? Mystical and magical. This is an annual astrological phenomenon that happens right bang smack in the middle of Leo season. The portal opens up on July 28th of 2025 and it closes around August 12th of 2025. But it really does hit its peak on August 8th. 8-8. If you are very fortunate and have a birthday at that time, my dad's birthday is August 8th, then this really does bring a lot of magic and a lot of alignment energy for you as well. So maybe opens the door to something mystical, but that we can all benefit from this energy. So this alignment occurs when the Earth, the Sun in the sign of Leo, align with the star Sirius. The star Sirius can certainly be a beacon of light and wisdom and is known as our spiritual sun. Leo, the zodiac sign Leo, is ruled by the suns. And in actual fact, two suns, right? The star sun, the spiritual sun, and our sun that we see every single day in the sky. So this really is where everything is lining up for us. This floods us with high frequency energy. So every single sign, every single person walking this earth has the potential, has the ability to work with this energy to claim your true personal power, and maybe even in some cases rewrite your future, rewrite your story, or get a little bit of a cosmic boost to propel you forward along the timeline and destined path that you're already on, especially if you like where you're going. The number 8-8. The number 8 in itself is the symbol of infinity, unlimited possibilities, unlimited potential. 8 is also linked to manifestation, flexibility, right? We're bendy, just like an elastic band. So 8-8 is a magnificent amplification of infinity, manifestation energy. Abundance is also tied with the number 8 as well. So this is a perfect time to accelerate your manifestation of your goals, dreams, intentions, and of course, your spiritual growth as well. We're opening up a cosmic portal. This is helping you to fill your life with more love, abundance, and positive transformation. The 8-8 portal can certainly also be linked with some healing energy because it can bring karmic closure. The sun in Leo is certainly shining at its brightest. Sirius rises to meet our human sun, I guess you want to call it, our physical sun. And it creates a bridge to these higher realms. Our dreams are more significant. Maybe they feel more real. Maybe they're weird, but they may be telling us something. When we hook into meditation energy, we quiet our conscious mind, we open our heart, we can receive some divine messages. Very much a magical alignment in this energy, helping us open doors, step through, embrace your destiny. And again, you don't like where you're headed? This is your power, this is your time, this is your portal, your door to change. The ancient Egyptians, this portal, this alignment goes way, way, way back to ancient Egypt. Sirius itself, also called the dog star, right, is linked to Sopdet from ancient Egypt. And the alignment itself is linked to the goddess Isis. Isis, it's not a negative thing, okay, regardless of who has, we'll call it misappropriated the name. Isis is the goddess linked to magic, rebirth, motherhood, and the goddess of fertility. Her partner Osiris is also linked to this alignment, and Osiris is the god of afterlife, regeneration, and agriculture. And therefore, with the ancient Egyptians, this alignment is linked to the flooding of the Nile, giving us a time of rebirth, regeneration, and fertility, both on a cosmic level and on a physical level. And we bring this energy with us today. So this is a perfect time, again, to set some intentions, to work with the energy of the sun, to work with the energy of the stars. Star seeds especially may be very, very impacted in mystical and magical ways with this particular cosmic alignment. Sirius, of course, we do have star seeds. Star seeds can come from many different places. If you felt like you don't belong, if you felt like you're an old soul, if you felt as though there's just some things in the physical earth that just don't click and connect for you. Perhaps you find yourself looking up at the stars. You may find yourself deeply connected with the oceans as well. You may be a starseed. Starseeds can come from Syrian starseeds, Sirius, what we're dealing with now. Pleiadian, right? Pleiadians are connected with the seven sisters, and if you know any of your Greek mythology, right, the seven sisters were the daughters of the Titan Atlas, right, being chased by Orion, and you can actually find them right up there in the constellation of Taurus. There's many other star seeds around as well. So, you know, this is a time where a lot of light workers, a lot of star seeds are coming into their own. They're stepping into their own power because they are helping humanity in this big shift. And certainly with the way our humanity is going, we've left and we're leaving behind still the age of Pisces, right? We're in the age of Aquarius now. It's about future. And we're taking back our power. Sometimes it's messy, right? Sometimes it's scary, right? But the people are taking their power back, one day at a time, one step at a time. The crumbling of old structures, right? The old rules, the stifling of our human selves, right? And now we're opening up, we're elevating our consciousness here. We're opening up to a different way of being, and we're finding our freedom. So if you have felt trapped or stuck, if you have felt that you've been giving your power away, if you felt like you don't belong, connect with this energy. And it doesn't matter who you are or where you are, you can still connect with this energy. Open your mind and open your heart and allow magic to happen. It might be subtle for you, or it might be like a big old whack on the head. You're all on a different journey. But I love this portal. It carries a brilliant, wonderful energy, a time of growth for us all, and really a time of shifting how we view things, shifting how we look at things. Now, this particular year, I will say, right around the time of August 8th, we've got a lot of other things going on. 2 days before, on August 6th, Mars enters the sign of Libra. And Mars, of course, is a warrior kind of energy. Libra is peace, right? Librans do tend to like peace. And in this energy, we can fight for peace. We can advocate for other people, right? All's fair in love and war is, kind of where this saying resonates, right? Mars and Libra. So this can be where, you advocate for yourself or other people. This is where you may find a more peaceful way of resolving issues, especially in partnerships or maybe even something within yourself. August 8th itself, Mars in Libra has a trine to Uranus and Gemini. Holy moly. Uranus is the wild card of astrology anyway. Uranus is the modern day ruler of Aquarius. Gemini is like freeing your mind, right? And so with this, Uranus is about the future. Uranus is breakthroughs. Usually comes in a weird, unexpected way to shake things up. Always to shake us away from our past and propel us forward to our future. Always something a little unexpected with Uranus. Maybe something will happen right on August 8th, maybe a week later, maybe a couple of months later. But certainly it's bringing in something there. But Uranus and Gemini is about trying new things, shaking the status quo, right? And breaking away from anything that's not working for you anymore. We're moving to the future. We've got a full moon in Aquarius the next day. A couple other things going on as well. So there's a lot of things shifting. There's a lot of things highlighting for us what is holding us back or where we're stuck. And again, this portal can help propel you to the future. It is a time to find some closure and move forward into the future in a lighter and brighter and maybe a more dynamic and open-minded way. So whatever your situation is, set some intentions, manifest, work with, how do you work with this energy? Number 1, simple meditation. Number 2, connect with nature. Number 3, look at the sky, right? Look up at the stars. Find Orion's belt. Most people know how to find Orion's belt. 3 bright stars. Find Orion's belt and you will find the Pleiades. Sirius is the brightest star in the sky, right? You can get apps for your smartphone now if you're like, I don't know about this astronomy stuff. All right, well, you can get apps on your phone. You can hold it up to the sky for wherever you happen to live and it'll show you what's around you. Venus is really bright in the sky, right? We can often see Jupiter with our naked eye, but you can see Sirius as well. So depending, of course, where you happen to be in the world. All right. But look up at the sky. Do a little stargazing, right? Try and find your way out of the city if you can and just have a look up. Right? It's a great way. Even if you can't get outside at night, do it during the day. Stare at the clouds, right? And even just doing that, it can be like a form of meditation. Do some meditation, obviously. Work with some candles, anything with fire, right? Anything fiery, of course, fire safety is important. But work with a candle. If you want to burn something away, burn something like, not burn something to the ground. That's not really what I'm saying. Burn some old things away, right? Burning things that you write down on a piece of paper is, number 1, alchemy. Okay. If you write something down on a piece of paper that you want to release out of your life, okay, we'll start with a simple fear. Okay. Fear. I don't want to be afraid anymore. Maybe there's something you're afraid of. Write it down on a piece of paper. Keep it simple. And then, hopefully outside or in the sink, somewhere where you're not going to burn anything else, hold that paper to a flame. The act of alchemy is changing something into something else, right? So we're taking that piece of paper and we're turning it into fire, then we're turning it into ash. There's also some smoke up in there as well, right? But you're literally burning it away. Light a candle and set some intentions. Work with the color yellow, orange, red, anything fiery, right? Orange, yellow. Citrine is a great one, a great crystal to work with at this time, because citrine brings wealth, brings money, brings abundance, and of course it's also yellow, so you got the color of the sun. Blue is a good color as well. Blue and green can very much be associated with star seeds, and of course when we do look up at the night sky, right, sometimes things show as white, but sometimes with a little bit of a blue tint. That might work well for you as well. But no matter where you are, no matter what you've got going on, set some simple intentions, and if you can write them down, great. Speak them out loud, even better, and just manifest something into your life. Let go of those things out of your life. Magical energy here. So having said all that, rambled on just a little bit. Having said all that, we're going to pull some cards for each sign. So I've got a Gateway of Light Activation Oracle right here, because of course, Gateway of Light is what we've got going on. All right. And I also have tarot cards out here for you as well. And I decided today to use the Grand Lux Tarot, only because it is represented by Leo, the lion, on the front cover. So that's what I was called to work with today, and how very magical for you guys. So I'm going to put all the timestamps down below. Check out your sun, moon, and rising for sure, and just see which messages are coming out there for you. And I thank you guys for watching. So again, timestamps down below. Have a wonderful, wonderful Lionsgate portal. Hello there, Aries, and let's have a look and see what cards coming out for you. What is your message for this Lionsgate portal, please, for all Aries, sun, moon, and risings? Thank you. We got a double whammy coming out there for you guys. So we've got a twofer, and it's funny, just as I was shuffling that, I was thinking that you guys are and I was about to say that you guys do have a double whammy right about now, because you have, of course, 2 retrogrades in your sign. At the moment, you've got Saturn and Neptune both hanging out in your sign, right? So there could be some very interesting things going on for you right now. We have the halls of learning coming up for you here first. Spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. And great lessons, you've got Saturn in your sign. Saturn brings life lessons, right? Saturn likes to teach us things. So here you go, hall of learning. So you could certainly be getting some sort of enlightenment here at this portal. Perhaps some of you are getting a spark of inspiration and you want to go back to school. Perhaps you are, perhaps you are looking into some esoteric information here, learning about spirit guides, learning about the Hall of Learning, the Akashic Records, right? Learning about all of these things. Perhaps you are learning more about yourself and who you are and why you're here, and you're asking those big questions, right? So open up your mind, right, to learning something. It might be going back to school, it might just be cracking a book, might just be going within and doing that research, but you'll get some answers that you have been looking for. You might find some answers that you weren't looking for, which can be certainly a pleasant surprise. But your spirit guides are here helping you as well. So you could be drawn to something that you never thought you'd be drawn to. So again, kind of go with the flow and keep an open mind, right? Because, our intuition, we're guided down a garden path, often a little divine detour that we never even thought about. And it can lead us into some mind-blowing things. So there's certainly something here for you. All right. We also have the halls of a mentee initiation, secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, and initiations. Ooh, very nice. So some of you could have some, again, secrets revealed, information, right? So there could be some information that is coming to light. Because this portal can certainly be linked to the past lives, right? There could be something about your past lives. Maybe you are inclined at this time to do some past life regression, whether you do it on your own via guided meditations or whether you go and see a past life practitioner. This might be kind of where you're called, right? Because this particular portal also brings cosmic healing and karmic closure. So there could be something here if you've been feeling like there's something been holding you back, or again, something that you want to learn about yourself or your past, or where did that come from? All these things, this can certainly be opening for you now. This is a portal for you, okay? And you could certainly have something manifesting in your physical world as well, right? There could be, number one, someone could bring you some information. Someone could reveal something to you. You could be quite the surprise with this energy. But you can uncover some hidden talents that you have. Maybe you just decide to try something one day and you're like, oh, I'm actually kind of good at this. It can be something fun, or it can be something that can maybe bring you some money and bring you some more stability into your life. But initiation energy is about being, number one, welcome to the fold. We initiate someone into our lives, right? Or initiation can certainly be about getting something started. So perhaps one of the lessons that you're learning is finishing what you start. That can always be quite the life lesson for you. And we've got the Ace of Cups. Wow, look at you guys. You guys just have some magic in the air. So I do feel there's some spiritual awakening coming in here for you, probably in a way that you didn't expect. All right, it might be a little bit gentler than what you're expecting. Like sometimes maybe you're expecting like a lightning bolt, but this can be something just a little bit quieter with the Ace of Cups. But the Ace of Cups can certainly bring people, right? It can bring love and romance, it can bring creative ideas, creative endeavors, again, those hidden talents, right? The aces are lucky. The aces are something new or making improvements upon something. The Ace of Cups can certainly bring happiness and joy, brings healing energy as well, and a nice sense of calm and peace. But it is a very spiritual energy here also. So I do feel that some of you are in for a spiritual awakening. All right. And again, it might be something you've been working on for a while, and maybe you've just been feeling stuck. As often happens, right? In our spiritual journey, we sometimes just take a flying leap upwards, right? But sometimes, more often than not, it's those little stepping stones. And so we level up and then we plateau for the longest time sometimes, right? Because we got to get used to things, right? And then when we're ready, we'll level up again. So some of you are brand new to this initiation. There you go. And some of you are about to level up on your journey. So if you've been feeling like you've been stuck, step into the flow of things here. All right. But there could certainly be a little bit of luck headed your way. You could find some hidden treasures externally, maybe something in your physical world. And there could be certainly something new or improved in your life here. But like I said, it is a joyous energy with the Ace of Cups. And it can certainly be one of spiritual growth. I'll leave that there for you, Aries. I thank you for watching, and we'll move on now to Taurus. Hello there, Taurus, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. Let's have a look and see what's coming out here for you guys. We have the Halls of Learning. Isn't that interesting? Some of you may have a connection with Aries. They also got this particular card. So this is a time of spiritual growth, spiritual learning for you. Halls of Learning, spiritual guides, confirmation, and great lessons. And this is very much linked to the Akashic records. Okay, so some of you might be drawn to working with the Akashic records, tapping into the Akashic records. Maybe you've been trying for a while and you feel like nothing has been happening. Maybe you're setting some expectations based on other people's experience. We gotta let that go. Okay, let it go, let it go. Say goodbye. All right, because every single person's, every single individual's spiritual journey is completely different. It's not cookie cutter. No one's on the same timeline. No one is experiencing the exact same things. We might have some similarities, right? But your journey is yours. So when we let go of expectations, the Akashic records, I know personally from my own journey as well, is that at first I had a bit of trouble, right? And once I figured out why, and it was because I was expecting something that other people had experienced. All I did is I cleansed my, I cleansed my expectations, I guess. So I wiped the slate clean. And I went in with a completely open mind, completely open heart. And then all of a sudden the magic happened. Took a couple more tries, right? It takes a few tries sometimes to get in there. Some people try for a long time and they don't feel like they've gotten in. But even if you don't have some mystical, magical experience, right? Even if you don't have visions of things, you have connected, okay? It's all about your intention. But if you do feel as though maybe you can't do it on your own or through guided meditations or anything like that, you might find that this is a time when you are feeling compelled to seek out a spiritual practitioner who is experienced in these kind of areas. So whether it's connecting with your spirit guides, whether it's a medium, whether it's someone that does past life regression, someone that is that can help you to tap into the Akashic records, you might be inclined at this time because there's spiritual knowledge that is opening up for you here right now. All right. Number one, your guides are always with you. Okay, but this might be a time when you feel their presence a little bit more. Remember, we've got this portal that is open. The veil is thin, right? We're used to the veil being really thin, like around Halloween and things like that, but it's thin now. And so you can bridge the gap between our human physical world and the cosmic energies, right? So this might be an easier time for you to tap into your Akashic records, an easier time for you to connect and communicate with your spiritual guides, or whoever, right? Keep the door open for whoever wants to come through, beings of love and light, that kind of thing. You just never know. You may also get some sort of sign at this time as well. Okay, it can be some sort of sign that you've learned a life lesson and that you've closed a chapter. It could be some sort of sign that you've healed from something. Remember, this portal can certainly also bring about this cosmic clearing, right? And karmic end of karmic cycles, right? And some beautiful healing energy can come in here as well. So there could be some life lesson that you've been dealing with or that you've been learning as you've gone through a certain time period in your life, or maybe your whole life is what you feel, right? And so this can be just that confirmation of that. So, don't expect and don't obsess over looking for and finding signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Let them come to you, right? The whole thing is receiving. All right. So whether you're receiving messages, information, or learning. Some of you also with the Hall of Learning, you could also be considering going back to school, or perhaps there's a topic that you are wanting to research to know more about. It could be something with the spiritual arts. It could be something else entirely, maybe something that can boost your income even as well. And so the portal for learning and understanding is open for you as well. You've got the 10 of Cups. What a beautiful energy. The 10 of Cups, here, number one, the 10 of Cups is your happy ever after card, right? Happy home, happy family, happy relationships, happy you, feeling comfort, feeling joy in everything, right? And so this can certainly be where you are striving to get to. This can also be something that is going to happen that's going to put a big old smile on your face. All right, that 10 of Cups energy. But the 10 of Cups does bring a lot of promise with it as well, right? Magical. Anything can happen, right? Traditionally, we've got a rainbow on this card. And the rainbow is filled with a little bit of magical energy, and sometimes we find a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. So you could be finding your personal pot of gold. You can be finding, your informational pot of gold. But the 10 of Cups energy is where we're calm, we're relaxed, we're happy, we're content, we're at peace. And when we're in this energy, when we embrace this energy, it's where we connect a lot easier with things as well. So give gratitude for everything you have, everything that is still coming in for you. But we are activating this 10 of Cups, the most positive energy in the deck, one of the most optimistic energies of the deck, and certainly a culmination of everything that you've learned and experienced to this date. All right, so there could be something very joyous that is opening up for you now, but no matter what your situation is, stay positive about things, right? Keep that optimistic point of view, and the magic really can happen. But we're in a nice, calm, positive mindset as well. Again, we tend to be a little bit more open, we're a little bit more free, and we receive messages or information and things a lot easier in that energy. So it's really wonderful. But 10 of Cups, an awesome energy to get. And again, there could certainly be something that is going on that puts a big smile on your face. I'll leave that there for you, Taurus. I thank you guys for watching, and we're going to move on now to Gemini. Hello there, Gemini, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. Let's have a look and see what messages come out for you guys. Message for Gemini, please. And we have the angelic frequency coming in here for you. I am really not surprised to get this particular card for you, Gem, because you have Uranus in your sign right now, right? And we do have Uranus energy at play right around this portal. So angelic frequency, angels are here, you are safe and a potent connection. So because the veil is thin, right, during this time frame, okay? Remember, this portal is open until August 12th, all right? The day after your ruler, Mercury, goes direct. Yay! So this can be a time where you might find it easier to connect with the angelic realm. Now, this can be guardian angels. This can be archangels, any angels, right? Or just angelic frequencies. Okay, you might be called to the light. This can be a massive dose of spiritual growth for you. All right. You might be inclined to work more with angelic realms at this time as well. All right. But the door is open for you. Your ability to connect and recognize them and the messages that they're bringing you, super potent. Uranus is known as the Great Awakener, and Uranus is in your sign. Yes, the modern day ruler of Aquarian energy, right? You're stepping into a very powerful time here that propels you towards your future, maybe sometimes in ways that you never expected. Uranus in your sign. This is a shift for you, right? You're getting a taste of what is to come. So really beautiful, beautiful energy for you. And I am actually really now inclined to grab you an angel card as well. Hold on one second. Bear with me while I just try and get them from over here without knocking my camera over. Ha, there we go. All right. Let's see what messages that they've got for you. Get a bonus card. no one else got an angel card. So let's have a look. This is angelic activation. So let's have a boo. Oh, beautiful one. And let's have a look. There's the angelic energy that came out there, and we've got Haniel, downloads of intuition. There you go. Trust what is coming to you now, for the information is absolutely a glimpse of the future. Your psychic gifts are heightened at the moment, and it's essential for you to take the time to record what is coming from within. As a reminder, nothing is set in stone, and therefore, if your intentions change, you can absolutely rewrite what is to come. But you are receiving information that will serve you on your way. activation. I trust my intuition and psychic gifts. Keep that door open there, Gemini. Let's have a look and see what the tarot has to say for you. Woo! Oh, thank you very much. All right. I think I'm flying out of the deck for you. We've got the Eight of Swords and we've got the Page of Coins. New information is coming your way, but you've got to open up. You got to release expectations, release fears. You've got to get ready to receive. And you've also got to drop Eight of Swords. You've also got to drop any kind of preconceived expectations of what information or messages or connection for you might look like. Okay. The Eight of Swords can certainly be an energy of feeling restricted, trapped, and stuck, or being stuck in our own ways, right? Or, you know, being a little bit uncertain, being a little bit afraid, right? We are the mastermind of our own restrictions here in this energy, okay? Now, this can certainly be that you are getting some sort of angelic guidance, right? To help you to break away from the things that are making you feel like you can't move forward or leave something behind. So if you've been feeling like you're in no man's land, or if you've been feeling like, you know, like you're not sure which direction to go, or you're not willing to take a chance, or whatever it happens to be, right? The Eight of Swords, when the Eight of Swords comes up, we can feel where we're stuck, right? We know where we've been restricting ourselves, right? And so this can certainly be that the angelic frequencies, the angel spirits, guides, they're all helping to break down those barriers. But with the Page of Coins, yes, there could certainly be, certainly be some opportunities for money, career, higher level learning, things like that coming in for you here as well, right? Page of Coins, really good. Really good to manifest, for manifestation of things in our physical world, especially the things we can touch and feel, right? Our money, our homes, things like that, right? So Page of Coins, really good for that. Okay. But it also has to do with knowledge, right? Page of Coins, new knowledge, expanding your horizons, right? Looking for information and finding it, okay? Being open to new sources of information coming to you, all right? So there could certainly be some sort of information that is headed your way that can help you on your journey in some way, whether it is healing, whether it's starting new projects, whether it's making more money, whether it's feeling more safe and secure in your world, or maybe even finding that freedom, right? Whatever it happens to be, there's a gift heading your way of some kind. All right. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I thank you for watching. We're moving on now to Cancer. Hello there, Cancer, and welcome to your Lionsgate Portal reading. Let's have a look and see what is coming out for you. Message here for Cancer, please. We have the Sword of Light coming down here for you. Divine protection, cords cut and breakthrough energy here. This is absolutely wonderful, bringing you powerful healing, bringing you a beautiful, beautiful light here. So this is a time when we are cutting some cords, when if you've been feeling or if you know that there's something that you haven't been able to let go of, right? Or something's been holding you back. Might be something from a past life, might be something from this life, right? Now is the time to tap into this energy so you can break those cords, break those cycles, and move forward to your future. If you have to do something that you're a little bit afraid to do, again, the Sword of Light is here to remind you and to bring you extra protection in anything that you do. But this is very similar to Ace of Swords energy, and this is some sort of epiphany, an aha moment, a big, bold, new idea, right? Clearing of the mind, all this wonderful stuff coming in for you there with that Sword of Light. The Sword of Light is often especially with protection energy, can sometimes be associated with Archangel Michael as well. So if you're inclined to work with any angels, angelic realms, Archangel Michael might be a really good one for you to work with as well. But this can certainly be a big old yes card. Okay. Say yes to change. Say yes to something new. Say yes to the future, right? And so you could certainly have some very interesting things going on there. And we have the Ace of Cups. Would you look at that as absolutely wonderful? Now, who got the Ace of Cups? I believe it was Aries. So you may have some sort of connection with Aries, whether you have it in your own astrology or whether it's a person. Okay, you might want to check out the timestamp for Aries. But the Ace of Cups can bring about spiritual awakening, right? We've got spiritual awakening here. Spiritual connection is much easier when we get this. And of course, some spiritual downloads can come in here for you with this. Open your mind, open your heart, and get ready to receive. But the Ace of Cups can bring in healing, right? Just like what we just said, right? Can bring healing and peace and forgiveness, which in turn brings you happiness and joy in your life here, right? So cut the cords. Now, some of you may be guided towards doing some cord cutting rituals or cord cutting meditations. Now, anytime we come into contact with people, even just through our normal everyday lives, right, we get energetic cords attached to us from this. And one of the best ways to stay in kind of a healthy energetic state can be to do a quick 5-minute cord cutting meditation every single day, right? If you can't do it every single day, maybe every second day, right? Think of it as like a spiritual shower, if you will, right? We're just sloughing off anything that has glued itself onto us through our day. But some of these cords run deep, right? And especially if there's been anyone that you've ever been intimate with or had a deep relationship with, right? They attach to you. And sometimes it's a wonderful energy that they bring with them, and you feel connected in multiple ways, right? And it's a good thing, it's a healthy thing. But when it turns not so good, right? Those energetic cords, they suck our energy, right? They drain us. And so it is important to disconnect from them. And sometimes, especially if we've had intimate bonds with people and things, you may have to do these cord cutting sessions multiple times, right? But it's worth it in the end. And when it's worked, when it's happened, right? And so with this can certainly represent that this might be where you're guided to do those cord cutting meditations. You can, of course, use crystals to help you to cleanse. Something like selenite actually works really well. And it's a nice gentle energy, or you can use something black, right? I have a obsidian, piece of nice shiny obsidian here. This is awesome for cutting cords, but it is very powerful. So, if you're new to these kind of things, maybe start with the gentler crystals, right? And work your way up if you have to. But there's certainly some wonderfully joyous energies that are activating for you. And it can be something bright and sparkly and something new here for you. But certainly you may very much get some cosmic downloads. And I will say with, when we do open ourselves up to these cosmic portals and when we do get these downloads, you don't always know it right away, okay? Because we unpack these things in the timeline that works for us and as we're meant to. So sometimes, people are capable of receiving everything all at once, right? Other people, it's like a little trickle of things, right? And it's just whatever is working there for you. But certainly be open to receive. Don't look for anything. Clear your human mind, okay? Release expectations, all right? And just allow the information, allow the help, allow the healing, allow the happiness, allow the joy, allow the love, right? Ace of Cups is love, right? So allow the love yourself, open the portal, open the door to love, right? Because these angelic realms, these spiritual realms, they love you, they're guiding you, and they're protecting you, but they're helping you break free and have a breakthrough of some kind. I'll leave that there for you, Cancer. You could also have some luck, by the way, before I part ways with you. Remember, you do have Jupiter in your sign right now. Jupiter in the sign of Cancer, yes, sirree, Bob. So this can be a time of expansion and growth for you. This can be a time of deeper wisdom and understanding for you. This can be a time to step outside your comfort zone. Thank you, Jupiter. But you could also have some luck headed your way. And the aces are gifts from the universe, and the aces often do bring just a little bit of luck. So with that, I will leave you. I thank you so much for watching. Enjoy this portal. Work with it. Remember, this is open until August 12th. All right, but 8/8 is the big day. This is at the height of this energy, but you're not going to miss anything if you wait a day or two. But I thank you for watching, and we'll now move on to Leo. Hello there, Leo, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal. Are you excited? I hope you're excited. This is, of course, all happening in your sign as it does every single year. You are super fortunate to have this occurring at this time. If it's your birthday, by the way, happy birthday. Love this energy for you guys. Really do take advantage of it. This is, because it's happening in your sign, the sun is in your sign. This is a perfect time for you to focus on your goals and your dreams. What do you want? Where do you want to go? What do you want to break away from? Where do you see yourself in the future? What do you want to start? What do you want to finish? It's all about you, Leo. All right. Just like like New Year's Eve, right? When we set intentions, we set New Year's resolutions, which never really work anyway, but we set intentions, right? Because usually a New Year's resolution, we're trying to stop something. No. Our intentions, we want to attract, right? So what do you want to attract into your life? Anything is possible now, right? Open your heart, quiet your mind, meditate, work with some crystals, whatever happens, whatever works for you, okay? Manifest away. Now let's have a look and see what came flying out of the deck for you. Crown chakra upgrade. Wonderful. Look at this. Beautiful energy. Number one, we've got a beautiful white dove, right? Looks like a dove anyway. Okay, so doves certainly can indicate peace, calm, beautiful energy. But this is also about your divine connection, miraculous energy here as well. What a beautiful portal. Your crown chakra, work with your crown chakra, okay, so that it is open and ready to receive. There's numerous ways that you can work with your crown chakra, right? You can do guided meditations, you can work with crystals, you can do cord cutting, actually can really help you as well. Only because it sloughs off anything that's kind of, energetically stuck to you, right? So that you're fresh and clean, kind of like a cosmic shower. But this can certainly be a very mystical, very magical energy coming here for you. Those little miracles that happen every single day. You are a portal. You are attracting them. You are a magnet for this cosmic connection, this divine connection, your spirits, angels, guides, your spiritual soul tribe essentially is right there for you. Meditation is probably going to be easier, especially if you're trying to connect with anything beyond the veil. This is very powerful time for you, of course, for manifestation as well. All right, but you might have a breakthrough moment, you might have an aha, you might have an epiphany, and certainly a spiritual upgrade, probably like you have never quite experienced before. 2025 is really powerful. 2025, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. There's a lot of ups and downs, there's a lot of challenging energy, and it's because things are changing. It's because things are shifting, right? 2026 is going to be really interesting, because some of this energy is starting to settle down, right? And we've got all of our outer planets that are in new signs. Now, this year, 2025, they, retrograde back into their old sign and then move forward again. But once we get into 2026, it's very, very interesting things on the horizon for us. And you, with this energy here, can certainly be one of the front runners. Leo, you are leaders, right? Number one, the lead player in your own story. But number two, you might be part of the guiding light for other people to navigate all of this very interesting energy. But certainly work with your crown chakra. Get ready to receive messages. They might come in a dream. You might see signs somewhere. Could be a song on the radio. Sometimes those things can bring messages. Or you could just be sitting on the couch doing absolutely nothing, and all of a sudden you'll just get some sort of information. Anytime, anywhere. We have the Five of Swords. Put down your mighty sword here, Leo. Now the Five of Swords, because this portal can certainly bring in some karmic closure, okay, closing out karmic cycles. This can also bring some healing and resolutions to things here as well. The Five of Swords can certainly represent conflict, communication challenges, all these kind of things, right? So with the Five of Swords, with your crown chakra upgrade, number one, on a spiritual level, this can represent that you do need to do some work with your crown chakra. Okay, we do need to open it up. We do need to get it into alignment. Okay, so you may want to go to a Reiki practitioner. You may want to do guided meditations to align your chakras. Some of them are very, very, very profound, very powerful. Okay, you may want to work with crystals, right, to get your chakras in alignment as well. Okay, whatever you're drawn to, whatever works for you. Okay, because there could certainly be some challenges there with that energy. Okay, so if that's you, if maybe it's been a while since you've worked with your energy centers there, you might want to give that a try before we get to August 8th, or again, the portal's open till August 12th. So, you do have a little extra time, but, considering August 8th is on a Friday, right? So maybe you don't have time on that day or right before it, but do it on Saturday or do it on Sunday. Okay. So there could be some challenges there, right? Communication issues, challenges. Okay. The Five of Swords showing up here with this card can also represent that you do need to quiet your mind. Okay. In order to receive some messages. There's nothing wrong with your chakras. Okay. There's nothing wrong with your crown chakras. You're very much open and ready to receive at any given time, but we do need to put down our sword of expectation, right? So, meditation can certainly help you in that regard. Just allow, okay? When we're in the Five of Swords, we're kind of being a little bit forceful sometimes, right? We can't force something to happen. We have to allow, we have to attract, okay? Sometimes that's hard to do. All right, our day-to-day lives get in the way sometimes, okay? You just need to remember that. But the Five of Swords can certainly represent that this can be a time of healing for you, healing misunderstandings, talking things out, okay? There's been some communication issues somewhere along the line there, okay? But we do need to put down our weapon. We need to put down our sword, okay? We need to lower our defenses, all right? So that we can tap into the energy of peace and forgiveness and healing. And if we do need to have a conversation with anybody, okay, to resolve some issues, we don't want to go in there with fighting words, right? We don't want to try and get the last word in, okay? We want to be calm. We want to be open and receptive, right? And the goal is healing. The goal is forgiveness, okay? But be willing to walk away if someone isn't ready to embrace the energy of forgiveness as well. Okay, we can't force someone to do that. We can choose to, and what they choose to do is up to them. Maybe they'll come around at some later point, maybe they won't. Okay, but you are embracing that energy internally. Okay, that peaceful dove, what does that represent to you, right? Peace, freedom, maybe, and communication. But calm, Communication. All right. I'll leave that there for you guys. Enjoy this magical portal. Okay, it's super powerful, especially for you. All right, I thank you so much for watching, and we'll move on to Virgo. Hello there, Virgo, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. Let's have a look and see what is coming in here for, that's a lot coming in there for you. Let's have a look, see what's coming in. Messages, please, for Virgo. What do they need to know for their Lionsgate portal? No, thank you. There we go. Ooh, Earth Star activation. Anchoring grounded action and Isis energy. So this is super interesting for you, Virgo. Number one, your Earth Star activation. So you do have an Earth Star chakra. Okay, it is below your feet. All right, but this is linked to Isis energy. Now, unfortunately, someone has taken ancient Egyptian messages and also some symbols and turn them into something negative in our present day. But Isis, as I said at the very beginning of your reading explaining this portal, in ancient Egypt, this Sirius Sun Leo alignment here is linked to Isis. Isis is the goddess of magic, rebirth, motherhood, and fertility. Okay, you are an earth sign. You are connected with the earth. Go outside and connect with nature. This is a perfect time to plant some seeds, whether it's a plant, all right, and watch it grow, okay, or whether it's planting the seeds of intention. But you are also encouraged here to ground your energy. Have you been feeling lost, Virgo? Have you been feeling like you've been pulled in 14 million different directions and you just don't know which way is up anymore? Work with your Earth Star chakra. Okay, it's activated. It's in alignment for you here now. You're very connected with the earth, which means you have great power to create, to manifest. This is a very fertile time for you to nurture something into existence. Now, I do want to, just because of how this is lining up for you, I do want to read for you from the book for this one. All right, let me just grab it here. E for Earth, E for Earth, Earth, Earth. Here we go. Earth Star activation. Okay. The Earth Star chakra, found 6 to 12 inches below our feet, is the energetic portal that connects us directly with the soul wisdom of Mother Earth. It is our gateway to the underworld of the earth, a space of sacred magic and mystery where we will find a lot of tools, gifts, and skills the ancients used to connect with the earth and her wisdom. The Egyptian goddess Isis appears on this card as our spiritual guide. She is the high priestess of... She is the high priestess of the stars who knows the importance of connecting with the underworld to stay grounded, aware, and manifest all that we need to grow. Follow in her footsteps by connecting to your Earth Star. Anchor down and go digging within to find any parts of your magic, wisdom, and experiences you have pushed down, both in this incarnation and previous lifetimes. These tools could be helpful on the next phase of your journey. Connecting with your Earth Star chakra. Imagine deep roots from the soles of your feet penetrating the earth and anchoring around a giant copper crystal star. Visualize streams of consciousness moving up into your feet and receive them. Then listen deeply. Your message. When you draw this card, know your Earth Star has been activated and the wisdom you once ignored is finally being acknowledged. The rejected parts of yourself have now been recovered. There is an opportunity for you to rediscover magic too, but stay firmly rooted in all of your endeavors. Let the earth hold and sustain you. Don't rush ahead. In fact, if you've been wondering if it's time to move forward, know that it isn't. Stay put for the time being. Important information is about to be revealed, so wait and stand strong. This is a time of integration and rest rather than pushing forward. Great wisdom lies within you. Dive deep and find it, and trust in yourself. You have more strength than you realize. So really powerful message there for you. But again, your ability to manifest something is important. But with earth energy, right? Think of, in tarot, think of the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles knows that the seeds that she has planted need nurturing. They need time and space to grow into something that can be harvested, right? She's very patient. She's very grounded. But she's not rushing something, right? So sometimes what we can do, especially on a manifestation journey, is as we set intentions, we can actually plant a seed or a seedling, and watching that grow ever so slowly sometimes into a plant reminds us that our manifestations sometimes are doing the same thing, right? They have to grow, they have to blossom, they're coming in, they're alive, right? We have them already. And sometimes we just need to be patient. We have the Queen of Swords. Deep wisdom and deep inner knowing certainly is at your fingertips right now. The Queen of Swords is a wonderful energy to help us connect with the divine. It's also a wonderful energy for making decisions, setting intentions, and being very crystal clear with ourselves and also the universe about what it is that we are looking for. We're positive, but we're truthful, we're honest with ourselves, with other people. But this can certainly be an energy. Queens receive, right? Queens create. And a queen in the tarot can certainly be linked to a goddess from ancient Egypt as well, right? So trust in your knowledge. What you know, you can grow. What you know, you can put into motion, but you can also be open for deeper wisdom and for information as well. But certainly very decisive energy is the Queen of Swords, okay? But is also very patient, all right? So again, be open to receive, but be patient. But with this energy here as well, it's also really good with sword energy to help us to clear old energies, cut things out that are hindering our progress forward, right? And, so that we can feel a little bit lighter and brighter. But there could certainly be some very powerful communication between you and our gods and goddesses from ancient Egypt. And also the universe here as well. I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope there was something here for you. I thank you for watching. Good luck with your portal. And we'll move on now to Libra. Bye. Hello there, Libra, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. Let's have a look and see what messages are coming out for you guys. Now, remember, you do have Mars headed into your sign, okay? This can actually be quite helpful for you. You can fairly resolve differences and things like that with your relationships and partnerships. But Mars can certainly be like a warrior kind of energy, but Mars can also give you oomph, can give you the energy to get things done or to get something off the ground. So not necessarily a bad energy for you, okay? Just maybe something that you're not quite useful, but you can use it to your advantage, all right? But we have Soul Star activation for you. This is absolutely wonderful, wonderful energy. Fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who you are. So remember, this Lionsgate portal can certainly bring some karmic clearing. Okay, the end of karmic cycles for you. And so this can certainly be an indication here that you have fulfilled a soul contract. Okay, you have accomplished whatever it is you came here to accomplish. Okay, and now you're either free and you're free to follow a different path or, to just do something fun, and maybe you've got some easier times ahead for you. Okay, or some of you are maybe going to pick up another contract, right? It's like, okay, I'm done this one, let me do another one. And so, you could certainly have that there. But the Soul Star activation is super powerful. It is above our crown chakra. Okay, we know of all of our 7 main chakras, right? And usually people stop at the crown. Okay, but Soul Star is above that. So this can be a really great energy to work with for spiritual growth, okay, and for enlightenment of all kinds. All right. But with remembering who you are, some of you may be very much inclined. Number one, part of the portal that's opening for you with your cosmic energy and cosmic messages coming in can be some information that you might be downloading for yourself. And this can be, something that you've either been trying to tap into, okay, or that you want to tap into. It can be your Akashic records. It can be something from a past life, whatever it happens to be, right? And so you could be getting the information. You finally might feel something click. So if you've been feeling kind of, like you're not making a connection somewhere as much as you try with meditations, this might be where something changes for you, okay? But this can also be an indicator that, this can be a really perfect time for you to, to do some maybe guided meditations or whatever it is that you're inclined to do past life regression or to tap into the Akashic records. This might be a lot easier for you right about now, okay? But there's certainly some wonderful energies coming in. So work with your soul star chakra. We can activate it. We can cleanse it. Selenite is a wonderful crystal to use for that, okay? And then whether you have a guided meditation or not, or you could just, if you have like a selenite wand, I've just got a little one right here. I've got some bigger ones, but you can like wave it above your head a little bit, about a foot or so, and you can sometimes feel it. It's very interesting energy. Anyway, but the selenite will help you to cleanse and realign and open up your soul star chakra there as well. Selenite can help you with all of your chakras, actually. But however it is that you're inclined, certainly your soul star is being activated for you. So it can be really, really interesting and really exciting and also freeing. Don't forget that as well. We have as well the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. You got some magical energies coming in here, okay? Stay open, stay positive, all right? Some of you could have something going on where you're feeling like everything has come to fruition or you've accomplished what you set out to accomplish. And this can be something in your physical world. It can be with your relationships, or it can just be this feeling within you. And remember, we've got fulfilling soul contracts here. And the 10s, of course, are a culmination of energy. So the 10 of Cups is a culmination of your emotions, of your spirit as well, right? So you could certainly have some really positive things going on there, and you're enjoying the moment, right? And so now the rest of your days, the rest of your life might be just a little bit different than what you've previously been experiencing. But also here, there can be some wonderful magical vibes coming in, a lot of possibilities, a lot of potential for you, to start something new, or to have this spiritual growth and awakening that maybe you didn't even know you were looking for. All right. So stay open, stay optimistic. All right. And just let go of expectations and just allow some messages to come in there for you. But you could also be manifesting something that enhances your happiness and your joy at this time. Unlimited possibilities and potential there, and a little bit of magic in the air with that 10 of Cups. I'll leave that there for you, Libra. Thank you for watching. We'll move now to Scorpio. Hello there, Scorpio, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. Let's have a look and see what messages are coming out for you. Messages for, thank you, Scorpio. There we go. We have the Venusian Galactic Council, Star Being Guides, Answer the Call, and Time to Shine. This is glorious, beautiful energy. The Venusians speak to you. A lot of you Scorpios are starseeds. You're healers. You're very spiritual. You're very creative. Venusians are from Venus, and they help guide the star seeds, and they are a version of them. So you could be called to the light, right now. You could be called upon to beautify the planet in some way at this time as well. Or you are just opening up to some wonderful galactic guidance. Now with this, some of you are going to be answering a call to the light. You are going to be awakening to your purpose. Or you are just getting some spiritual downloads and upgrades at this time. Meditation is going to be really good for you. Work with the planet Venus, okay? Regardless if you are ruled by Venus or not, okay? Work with the energy of Venus. Venus is our planet of love, money, abundance, beauty, creativity, resources, all kinds of wonderful things. All right, all the things that bring us pleasure and joy. Of course, we can go overboard with any of those, but it can certainly be really quite wonderful. Now, because this is such a powerful card, I am going to, you are only the second one, where I'm actually going to read it from the book for you, so that I don't miss any information, because it may be very important for you. Here we go. The Venusian Galactic Council. The Venusians are advanced cosmic beings similar to angels who come from the planet Venus. They are our starry ancestors and are dedicated to helping us experience and embody divine love. There are millions of them, and many of us will have them working with us as guides. If you feel drawn to this information or strongly connected to the stars or star people, there is a good chance that there are many extraterrestrial beings around you at this time, many of whom will be connected to the Venusian Galactic Council. Governed by Lady Venus and Sanat Kumara, the Venusian Galactic Council is a divine board of directors who are responsible for recruiting lightworkers and leaders on Earth who have the potential to make a huge difference by following the call of their soul. When they come to us, it's an honor and an opportunity to be reminded of a connection that was active before we came into this incarnation. There's no set way of working with the Venusians, but they will contact us in dreams or meditation to share information that will support us on our journey. They often send spiritual downloads in thought forms or understandings. Dreams about flying or being in space are other ways in which they will come through to us. Connect. On a bright starry sky, say, Venusian Galactic Council, thank you for helping me answer the call of my soul. And of course, depending where you are in the world, you can usually see Venus shining brightly in the night sky. Your message, your main message from this particular card. This is a call to action. You are being asked to step up and create changes that you want to see in the world. You have a reason for being here, and you have the potential to inspire, support, and heal your corner of the world. Don't let this information scare you or overwhelm you, for you are being prepared energetically to step into this role. The ideas you have been having recently are divine downloads, but you aren't being called to make dramatic changes to your life, simply to move forward step by step. The Venusian Galactic Council will reveal more information to support you. Be aware of downloads of information and spiritual signs, for they are confirmation that you are on the right path. Such a beautiful, beautiful message and card to get. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you. We have the Emperor. Oh my God, really? Wow. Okay, we have the Empress card. Who rules the Empress card? Venus. Wow, that's awesome. So this is a time of fertility and growth for you. This is a time when you are guided into some wonderful realms. Create the life that you want. You can find the resources that you're looking for. The Empress card also does remind you, though, to love yourself. Take care of yourself. Do nice things for yourself. They don't need to cost money. It's also a reminder to connect with nature, right? When we feel connected with nature, we remember the cycles of life. We remember the growth. When we look at a tree, right, we remember that tree took many, many years to achieve its fullness, to achieve its purpose, right? And we sometimes in our human life forms, we forget that. We want everything here, we want everything now, we get impatient, and then we end up blocking ourselves all the time, right? So connect with nature in those times where you feel impatient, when you feel like you're not seeing anything happen, and you'll be reminded of the growth. You'll be reminded of the cycles in our lifetimes, right? So it's beautiful energy. But the Empress card ruled by Venus. So Venus, very much prevalent for you, okay, in your messaging. All right. So I'll leave that there for you, Scorpio. I thank you guys so much for watching. And we're going to move on to, where are we? Sagittarius. Hello there, Sagittarius, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. Let's have a look and see what's going on here for you guys. Messages, please, for Sagittarius. Messages, please. Ooh, thank you very much. Oh, we've got a twofer there for you guys. So first off, we've got Inner Earth, your base chakra, which is your root chakra, strength and security, and laying foundations. So this can certainly be a portal for you that is opening up here to get more safety and security in your life, to build a good, strong, solid foundation, but also to recognize and realize and trust in the foundation that you have already built for yourself. All right. You might find that you need to be a little bit grounded at this time, okay, because there's some very powerful messages and powerful energies that are activating and coming in for you, and staying grounded, connecting with nature, and grounding yourself before doing any kind of meditation or divination work is also going to be very important for you guys as well. So it's a beautiful portal that's opening for you as well. But are you guys some star seeds? Okay, we've got Lemurian seed codes highlighted and activating for you guys. It's beautiful. Embracing sensitivity, uniqueness, and living with grace. So the Lemurian seed codes, this is very much, this portal is really powerful and intense and important for all star seeds. All right, whether you're Syrian star seed, Pleiadian, Lemurian, or anything else. Okay, we are all connected with the cosmos. All right, but you guys chose to come here, a lot of you, right? You're here for a purpose, you're here for a reason. Maybe you don't necessarily know what that is yet. All right, but you are here to help guide humanity, whether it's in a small way or whether it's big leadership ways. Okay, but you are here to help guide humanity through this time of transition and change. So you are being sent some light codes at this time. You might not know what they mean right away. You might not understand them right away. You might not even unpack them all right away. But they're coming in for you. So connection through meditation might be easier for you at this time. Connection working with crystals might be really make things a little easier for you at this time. But whatever your situation is, okay, be open to the messages. Now you're the third one. I'm actually going to read from the book to make sure that I have the entire message for you. All right. And I'm only reading the ones that that I just want to read you the full message. I'm just guided to read you the full message. So Lemurian seed codes. Okay, a lot of you are new. That's why, partially. Lemuria was a civilization that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in ancient times. The inhabitants of the sacred land lived in complete harmony with nature and had a connection with every living being, similar to the movie Avatar. Their inner vision was fully activated to the point where it was thought that their pineal gland was fully developed and they could see for hundreds of miles in every direction, in a similar way to the sonar of dolphins and whales. The majority operated from their heart space, honoring one another in nature, so much so that when their civilization came to an end through a cataclysmic event, most likely the plates of the earth shifting, causing volcanic eruptions and a tsunami, most of them ascended. It is said that these highly attuned beings knew that their civilization would end and decided to send healing waves into another part of the world for future civilizations to benefit from. They telepathically channeled their frequencies into a thought form that would become crystals that would be found thousands, possibly millions of years later. These Lemurian seeds are a type of quartz crystal mostly found in Brazil and Colombia. They are powerful crystals with striations similar to barcodes engraved on their faces. They have a feminine receptive energy that is said to help us step into a more feminine way of being in order to help the evolution of the species. If you are lucky enough to have a Lemurian crystal, I have one. It's not in front of me. I have one. It's pretty cool. Anyways, connect. Visualize yourself on an island surrounded by pale blue waters, living in harmony with all living beings. If you own a Lemurian seed crystal, hold it in your hand. Hold it in your left hand. Call out the ancient ones of Lemuria and invite them to share their wisdom. You are a highly sensitive being. You might feel that this is a curse, but this card is here to let you know that it is a gift. It indicates that you have spent lifetimes upon lifetimes living with a giant shield up to stop the world seeing the real you, but you are a highly unique soul with incredible gifts that are worth sharing. Through embracing your uniqueness, you can help many others embrace their own. This lifetime is a more graceful existence with less defense and more trust. It is not about protecting yourself, but stepping into the space of surrender and revealing your true self. And again, Saggy, some of you are star seeds, right? Some of you are light beings. Some of you are healers and guides for other people. You probably have gone through your life with people seeking out your wisdom. Whether you come from the stars, whether you come from Lemuria, whether you come from Atlantis, it doesn't matter, right? We're all connected in some way. Some of us are here to help other people. And if you are one of those people who have maybe, number one, not really always felt connected with the world around you, okay, maybe your soul is not necessarily from here. You came here for a purpose, though, right? We are all spiritual beings having a human experience, right? So in reality, some people are here the first time. Some people are very old souls. A lot of Saggies are very old souls. That's why you're so wise. But that is why people seek you out. And sometimes it might be a blessing. Sometimes it feels like a curse, right? And especially when you've got hangers on. Or if you attract people that need healing all the time, right? Remember to take care of yourself, okay? Remember you're here for that purpose. You possess codes of healing and information and light that maybe others don't possess. There's a reason that people are coming to you, all right? And maybe you're going to figure out that reason now. So be open to the light code activation, to the Lemurian seed code activation, and something opening within you. Let's have a look what Tarot has to say. 5 of Swords. So, 5 of Swords. Sometimes you might feel like you need to defend yourself. Interesting. The 5 of Swords can certainly sometimes represent conflict, misunderstandings, but it sometimes represents a little bit of a battle, right? And maybe sometimes that's that battle within, that conflict within. Sometimes it is with other people. And, this is a time where we can fix what is broken. This is a time where we can heal relationships, smooth over misunderstandings, and resolve conflicts. All right. But this is a little bit of a reminder of some things within you as well. Okay. You are fiery, right? Let's face it. Okay. You are fiery. So sometimes when people start to take advantage or push you to your outer limits, right? Perhaps your only and last line of defense is to come out with a sword, so to speak, right? And, so this is maybe just a reminder that there might be a better way, right? So, this can be a time of healing, and this can be a time where we understand some life lessons or some reasonings behind what's been going on. All right. But ultimately, the Five of Swords can certainly represent that there has been some conflict or some issues going on. It could be some communication issues, and we need to focus on communicating in a better way, whether it's internally within us, externally outside of us with other people. Okay, whatever that happens to be, there's always a better way. Think first, rehearse something in your head before you say it out there. But I do feel like if you've been feeling challenged, right? Fives are blocks and obstacles often, right? But also exciting opportunities for change. If you've been feeling blocked or stagnant or stuck, maybe you've been feeling like, the world has taken you on for quite the ride in the last little while. This might be where things just start to settle down a little bit. And this is a reminder to stay grounded. Okay. Stay grounded and focused. All right. Because there's been a lot of crazy energies going on, and, and including with you, right? A lot of Saggies have been up and down throughout 2025, probably before that as well. All right. The last couple of years have been a little tricky for certain people. All right. But this is a time to lay down that sword, to open up to peace, to calm, and to receive some messages. I'll leave all that there for you, Saggy. I thank you for watching. We will move on now to Capricorn. Hello there, Capricorn, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. Let's have a look and see. Oops, sorry, I jumped. Let's have a look and see what messages are coming out for you guys. My cat just launched herself onto my blinds, so let's have a look. All right, there we go. We have Crystal Skull Wisdom coming out here for you guys. All right. Clarity, divine healing, and high vibrational energy. So there is certainly some healing energy coming in here for you guys. Excellent. All right. We do right now at the time of this portal have Saturn, your ruler, in retrograde in the sign of Aries. So it's like taking a step back before we propel ourselves forward, maybe in a new light, a new way, a new direction. All right. We can also make some bold changes or embrace our inner courage in some way, but expect to get some clarity around something. If you've been confused, if you've been conflicted, if you've been unsure of yourself, okay, take that step back, find a quiet space. All right. You could certainly be getting some messages there. Okay. But yes, some healing energy there for you as well. The energy around you is very powerful and very potent. And I will say that, your planetary ruler, Saturn, okay, is pretty much traveling in alignment with Neptune at the moment. Okay. Both are retrograde, both are in Aries. And since they're relatively slow moving planets, okay, they are kind of side by side. Like I think there's just 1 or 2 degrees of separation at the moment. Okay, but they are pretty much traveling side by side. As they progress, they'll get further and further apart. But for now, they're right there. And Saturn, of course, is your goals, your life lessons, your planet of discipline, and all that kind of stuff. Neptune is your spiritual energies, right? Neptune is very spiritual, very creative, and can sometimes take us to places that our practical down to earth Saturn side doesn't always get the opportunity to tap into. So there could certainly be something coming in here for you because there's certain things that are aligning for you here, Capricorn. So really open up to this high vibe energy. You could meditate, work with crystals, do some chanting, whatever floats your boat, right? You are an earth sign, so maybe you want to connect with nature. Maybe you want to gaze up at the stars. Always a great way to, one of the oldest versions of scrying, right? Scrying is, a kind of a form of meditation, right? But we get visions, right? Or we see shapes and things, right? And sometimes it's on a black surface. Sometimes people use onyx or they use a black mirror. Sometimes some people do scrying in water, right? A bowl of water. But stargazing or watching the clouds is one of the oldest forms of scrying. And we used to, as kids, my dad's always been very connected with the stars, and is an amateur astronomer. And anyways, but we used to play games. We used to sit there for hours in the grass, and we used to all lay back, and we used to look for all these shapes in the clouds. And, and then of course, we'd get the telescope out, and we'd spend hours outside at night looking up at the stars, right? And of course, he taught us all about the constellations and all of this stuff, right? And so it is the oldest form of scrying and also meditation, because you're not doing anything other than looking at the sky. And you feel at one with the cosmos. And it's a great way to feel connected with this energy, to feel connected with this portal. You can do it during the day. If you don't have an opportunity to do it at night, do it during the day and watch the clouds. You'll float a Calgon, take me away, right? It's very relaxing, actually. But if you can do it at night, even better. And it's a really good way to open that portal. You don't need to do anything fancy. You don't need to surround yourself with crystals. You don't need lights. You don't need candles. You don't need any of that, right? Just sit. Because this wisdom, this energy, this information is coming to you. So just tap into it and open up to it. Of course, if you want to work with candles and crystals, and if you want to, do some proper meditation and whatnot, go for it, right? No one's saying you can't, but it doesn't have to be that way, right? We can keep it simple. But of course, I know some of you Capricorns do like your shiny things. So let's see what the tarot has to say for you, Two of Cups. That's so beautiful. This shows your connection with your higher self. This shows your connection with the divine. This shows that things are coming into alignment for you. The Two of Cups, balance and harmony. The Two of Cups, partnerships, friendships, romantic connections, soulmates can come in here with this as well. But ultimately, your connection with your higher self, things are lining up for you, and it's easier to connect. It's easier to receive, and it's easier to communicate. Now, the Two of Cups can also show you that part of your healing journey is finding some balance, right? Finding some balance within and balance externally as well. So if you have been devoted and focused on your career path or things around you, and you haven't had much time for yourself, this portal is as an awakening for you. All right. We have to find that balance. Does balance mean 50-50? No, it does not. Okay. Whatever balance means to you, right? Different for everybody. You have to feel balanced. When we're too much focused on the material world and we ignore spirit, we feel out of alignment and we overcompensate somewhere, right? And same thing the other way around, right? We can be totally engulfed in our spiritual selves and lose that connection with reality. Neptune and Saturn, reality and spiritual, right? And if they're not in alignment, then, we fill the void in some other way. But right now, those two planets, they are trucking along pretty much in alignment. So this can be really, really important for you. Really, really good. They're like buddies right now. And they're not usually, okay? So kind of like buddies right now. So we can really take advantage of this. So things lining up for you, things coming into alignment for you. And of course, that connection, we're bridging the gap here. So stay open to it. But you could have some unexpected things going on here as well. Great time to manifest partnerships. All right. Soulmates, yes. Twin flames, if that's your journey, sure. Friendships, business partnerships, romantic Partnerships, the perfect match. Manifest away, because that power is yours. I'm going to leave that there for you. I thank you guys for watching, and good luck with this portal. And we're going to move on to Aquarius. Bye. Hello there, Aquarius, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. Let's have a look and see what messages. Ooh, that's an awful lot of messages. See what messages are coming out for you guys. Messages for Aquarius, please, for the Lionsgate portal. Thank you. We have Shambhala, initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, and your Dharma. So this is actually kind of pretty cool. Okay. Shambhala is also known as Shangri-La. All right. Now, we've all heard of Shangri-La at some point, somewhere along our lifetimes, right? And this is, in theory, okay, located somewhere around Tibet, I believe it is. Okay, very spiritual place. Okay, so this can certainly be a time for you to take a step back out of the hustle and bustle. Have you been run off your feet? Have you had time for yourself? Have you been feeling like things have been out of control? Time to take a step back. All right. Now, this can certainly be an energy where you are guided and you feel like you need more spirit in your life. Okay. And you very much could, right? Especially if you've been run off your feet. All right. I know I have. Right, I'm Aquarius sun, okay, and let me tell you, 2025 has been. Let's put it this way: I'm hoping for more peace. So, it's just been crazy busy, and I have not had any time for myself. Right, so certainly I wouldn't mind going here and just tuning out the entire world for a week. That would be great, right? So maybe that's what you need as well. Now, because the Shambhala message here does touch upon a couple of things that I don't want to muddle the message. Okay. I am actually going to read you the full message right out of the book. Okay. Just because I want it to be worded in the proper way so that you get the full message as you're meant to hear it. Okay. Let me just find the page. There it is. So Shambhala, initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, and Dharma. Shambhala, or Shambhala, is also known as Shangri-La, is a city of light, said to be hidden somewhere in the Himalayas near Tibet. Hey, there you go. I remembered that correctly. According to theosophical teachings, this esoteric retreat is where we can come into contact with some of the greatest spiritual adepts, enlightened leaders, and divine masters to ever walk the earth. Beautiful. In Buddhism and Hinduism, Shambhala is said to be the home of the god Shiva and of Buddha's enlightened beings. And in the Bon tradition, every year thousands make the pilgrimage to Mount Kailash, the supposed location of the hidden city, as this is said to bring good fortune. We can visit the etheric retreat of Shambhala during the dream state, astral travel, and meditation. If you feel it is calling to you, or that the energies of this gateway feel familiar, you may have been there before. The golden temple of Shambhala sits in the heart of the Himalayas between the physical and the non-physical, and is said to appear to seekers who are ready to expand their awareness. It is the sacred energetic temple of all enlightened masters, particularly those who are connected to the Eastern traditions. They form a great galactic and universal council of elders who support the turning wheel of the Dharma. Dharma is a Sanskrit word that relates to the unfolding of our life path. Really powerful energy for you guys. How to connect. With your hands in a prayer position, imagine yourself surrounded by golden light and say, "Great masters and elders of Shambhala, thank you for helping me remember my Dharma. so that I can have an enlightened awareness of the worlds. The message from this card: when things quiet down in your life, know that this isn't a failure, but an opportunity to retreat and recharge. In the busyness of the physical world, our spirit is often playing catch up with our body, to the point where that it gets used to being overactive and overworked. When the great masters of Shambhala come to you, they are encouraging you to take time away from the outer world and dive into the inner world. If you've been moving full speed ahead, this gateway encourages you to slow down and retreat. Take time to gather your energy, spend time in meditation and reflection in order to gain a clearer awareness of your current situation. You will uncover many insights and gifts during this period. Realize that there is a master awakening within. Wow, Aquarius, it is your time to shine, that is for sure. So tap into this energy. Meditation is all you need. I'm sure that if you enjoy guided meditations, you can probably just have a look on YouTube. I'm sure there's a Shambhala initiation meditation out there somewhere to help you. But even if it's not a guided, meditation, this can be certainly something where all you need to do is set an intention and sit in calm and quiet, and you'll connect. We've got the 10 of Cups. The doorway to your happiness, joy, well-being, feelings of stability, security, safety, and comfort are all available and open for you now. You are, I believe, the third sign to get the 10 of Cups. So there's magic in the air. There's positive things happening. Even if you are in a situation where you've been feeling like you have been run off your feet, like the world is spinning out of control and you're like, I just need to get grounded. All right. Trust in the process and that things are okay. All right. Now the 10 of Cups can be an indicator that you might want to spend a little more time at home if you can. Okay. Retreat from the world a little bit, even if it's just for an hour. All right. But the 10 of Cups can also represent that there's some wonderful, magical, joyous energy in the air for you that is being activated at this portal. So get ready to receive. Lovely. I'm going to leave that there for you, Aquarius. I thank you for watching, and we will move on now to Pisces. Hello there, Pisces, and welcome to your Lionsgate portal reading. Let's have a look and see what messages are coming out here for you guys. Let me tell you, the cards have just been on fire throughout these whole things. So let's see what they've got to say for you. Messages for Pisces, please. What do you want Pisces to know? We have the Divine Matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, and God incidences. Excellent. The Divine Matrix. Step into the portal. There's a lot of magic that is in that portal. You're being reminded of the interconnectedness of all things. All right. One thing leads into another, into another, into another, into another. The ripple effect of the universe. Some of you here feel that this message is maybe coming in because you've been feeling a little bit lost, or you've been feeling as though, what's my purpose? Why am I here? Am I making an impact on the world? And yes, you are. Everything you do energetically has an effect. It radiates out from you, just like throwing a rock into a pond, right? You get the ripple effect that goes out. It's a physical manifestation of what happens when you put your energy out there. You are part of the Divine Matrix. You are part of the solution. You are part of the glue that holds the cosmos together. No matter what your situation, no matter what your station in life, no matter how successful or unsuccessful you feel at the time, you're where you're meant to be. But you have the power within to unlock new portals for manifestation, for growth, to step into your personal power. You may start to see some more signs. You may see some more things popping up in your dreams. And you could have some very beneficial coincidences that open up. But of course, there's no real such thing as a coincidence. Everything does happen for a purpose and for a reason. We just don't always see what it is, right away. So when you see a sign, something that catches your eye, okay, or catches your ear, or catches your nose, right, or catches anything, right, something that makes you pay attention. There's a reason that it's caught your attention. If you see numbers on a clock, do you feel like the clock is ticking? Do you feel like there's divine timing at play? What does the numbers on the clock say? Because sometimes how we interpret the messages that we're being sent, we can also look to how we get the message, right? If we hear a song on the radio that kind of matches our mood or has some sort of other seeming coincidence to it, maybe we're meant to listen more. Maybe there's something we're meant to hear. If we see something again on a clock, is there something to do with the timing of things, right? So, if we see something out in nature, does that mean we need to be grounded more? Does that mean we need to slow down a little bit, connect with Mother Earth a little bit? So sometimes how and where we see these synchronicities plays a role. It's another layer in the message. But just be open to receiving some messages. But I do feel like there's some things that are lining up for you, just like that grid that's right there. Okay, everything connects into something else in some way, kind of like the 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Same kind of thing. All right, except infinite. All right. So, and you're part of that. You're part of that little puzzle. So some of you are going to be figuring out some sort of puzzle. You might get some information. You might even open the door upon an opportunity, but you're certainly having something activated here for you at this time. Let's see what the tarot says to you. We've got the 8 of Cups. Now, the 8 of Cups can certainly indicate a level of emotional detachment, right? Sometimes we need to detach from the things that are no longer fulfilling us. And we're moving forward. Maybe we're moving forward into something brand new. Maybe we're moving forward into something a little bit better. But something is shifting here. The 8 of Cups is a card of transformation, a card of transition. Transitioning out of one situation into something a little bit different. Some of you here, you're about to have a wish come true. Because, of course, the next card after the 8 of Cups is the 9 of Cups, and he's moving forward to it. Now, what are you wishing for? What are you hoping for? What are you dreaming about? This can be an indication, right? He's walking. There can be an indication that you need to take the first step. And that the universe, remember, is supporting you and guiding you and helping you every single step of the way. You can't always see it, but it's there. Maybe this means that you have to get out of your comfort zone a little bit in order to follow your goals and dreams and find your bliss wherever that happens to be, hopefully within you. But sometimes the things that happen in our lives or the people that we surround ourselves with, they're affecting our internal happiness. And instead of supporting it and adding to it, they're taking it away. Or they're preventing us from being happy sometimes, right? So what does that portal mean to you? What is that bright, shiny sun that this guy is walking into? What does that look like to you? Is it healing? Right? Because this energy can be healing. Is it clarity, a sense of focus, a sense of purpose? Whatever it happens to be, there's a light shining upon you in a very wonderful, very magical, maybe a very mystical way. Or perhaps you know exactly what this is. But you're moving forward. This is your time to let things go and to take that step. And again, time of transformation, when this portal opens up, but that sun is shining. It's guiding you, it's leading you, and it's giving you clarity. So if you've been a little bit uncertain, you'll get that clarity that you need. All right? But don't be afraid to take a step forward. Don't be afraid to step into your personal power. Because you are so powerful and so strong and so creative and so wonderful and so enlightened You might not actually give yourself credit for everything that you truly are, and not to mention everything that you are becoming, because you're always evolving as well. In Pisces, you are one of the oldest souls, but you are also one of the most mystical and spiritual and creative ones out there as well. So there's certainly some magical and spiritual transformations happening for you here. So go to the light, as they say. All right. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. I thank you for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely magical Lionsgate portal. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.